The especially naive are easy prey for predators, and that is what this story centers around. But before we begin, I want you to tell that subscribe button that you're going to take it for a drive. But instead of going to the destination that it thinks it's going, you're going to take it into the woods and whack it. Okay, now let's get on with the story. During the Ides of March 2015, Mr. and Mrs. Hodges were looking forward to spending their twilight years traveling across America. This idea to become nomads was inspired by watching the adventures of a popular internet personality. They decided to spend a portion of their life savings to purchase an RV. And as coincidence would have it, this popular internet personality was selling his very well-kept RV, equipped with solar, for $3,000. They couldn't believe it. What a great opportunity. And it's not like they were dealing with some random creep off of Craigslist. They knew this person. Who would be more reputable than the same person who inspired them to become traveling nomads in the first place? The selling site was a Walmart parking lot. The elderly couple was greeted by a small, overweight, bearded man. "I didn't know you were bringing your daughter," the strange little man said to Mr. Hodges. The Hodges found him quite charming. "You're smaller in person," quipped Mr. Hodges. The short man only looked at him with irritation. In what would be a critical mistake, the Hodges took the height-challenged man's word for granted. "There's no need to check the engine or look inside. After all, we've seen your videos. Here's your money," said Mr. Hodges. The short, almost dwarfish man grinned, clicked his heels, and left with his money. Now, in their newly purchased RV, the Hodges soon realized their monumental error. Upon entering, they were hit with the stench of cat urine, alcohol, and an odd foul odor that they couldn't quite put a finger on. The walls in the bedroom and bathroom were pasted with a strange sticky white substance. Mrs. Hodges immediately vomited, her sense of smell overwhelmed by the sheer nastiness entering her nasal cavity. Mr. Hodges was met with the sound of grinding metal parts as he started the RV. The entire vehicle shaked as the transmission engaged, further aggravating Mrs. Hodges' nausea. The motor began sputtering sounds. Black smoke billowed from the engine compartment. There was a noticeable loss of power, and after 30 minutes on the road, the RV died. A mechanic would soon diagnose the RV as irreparable and not worth the money to be fixed. The Hodges had been swindled out of thousands of dollars of their life savings, and there wasn't anything they could do to change that fact. They felt foolish, but even worse, they were embarrassed for buying a death trap. Well, now that you've made it to the end of this story, maybe you want to hit that subscribe button. I have plenty of more scary stories to tell.